right, everybody, let's get into this. Let's start breaking this down. I hope you're having a great Thursday. It's almost the end of the week. We got one more day, and we also got one more day to what we've been kind of used to on this channel for a while, trials. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coliseum. TWAB's out. Kind of time out my when I'm going live, right when these things go live, kind of combine it with me playing, me talking. Last week we got a really good discussion, even longer than I thought we were, just about a couple things that we're fixing. Now, I didn't read it yet. I always wait to kind of interact with it in the reel with you guys as I am reading it. So let's just jump right in. 7 years of Destiny. Today is the 7-year anniversary. If you didn't know that, 7 years ago today, Destiny 1 came out. It's actually hard to believe. Not to go off on a quick tangent, I had just moved out to Las Vegas when I started playing Destiny, so I kind of resonate a lot of this game, this franchise, into my, I guess, exodus from South Florida to here. It was rough in the beginning. I remember I had just gotten a brand new TV, was in my aunt's place at the time, so I was thoroughly enjoying the experience. It was kind of making me feel like I didn't leave because I left a lot of my friends back home in South Florida, and this was kind of the way to still connect with them. So if you got a Destiny experience from 7 years ago or at any point, let me know. Like, I've walked away from this game countless of times, and I've come back to it, but I've come back to it because I remember the experiences I've had with my friends when I first logged into Destiny 2, getting to see everybody's name who I completed Vault of Glass with the very first time. All those friends, it's like you almost get emotional thinking about like where you were back then, simpler times, probably even more difficult times. Maybe you got yourself out of a rut. It's a journey. It's a journey that we're all experiencing. I'm 32, so most of y'all were maybe even younger than that. If you guys picked up Destiny at a young age, I saw some people on Twitter, they were like, yeah, I was like 14 or 15 when they first started playing Destiny. I was 25. So it's been a game to kind of bring me back to feeling of a camaraderie with people. And then it was a game that I was able to kind of find a little bit of solace with myself. So if you have one of those experiences, let me know, because I'm really curious. Let me just give a second to say what's up to people in chat. Vol is Human, Proto, Ronaldo, what's going on? Krebs, as always, Ready Player One, Sitting Hotel, haven't seen the swap. Well, we're gonna go into it. Went down nostalgia road just because, like I said, 7-year anniversary of this game, and in this franchise, more specifically, I should say developer, Bungie, goes back even farther, all the way back to Combat Evolved when I got my first Xbox. So it's an emotional road even back then. But 7 years of space magic, 7 years of friendships we made along the way. It's still hard to comprehend how much time has passed and how much has happened since we took our first steps as Guardians. Want to take a trip down memory lane? We've whipped up a short and sweet article to talk about early inspirations of the Destiny universe and a fun story for the Destiny 1 reveal. I saw a few things over the week of what people were doing back then. They were showing videos of like old footage and stuff like that. Again, it's just a really nice trip down memory lane, and I'll be honest, it's a really amazing experience. The things that you got to go through, even the most critical people, I think, were kind of coming out of the woodwork today to be like, yo, it used to be shit, it was still shit, it kind of is a little bit better now. I think I'm paraphrasing one dude, but they even gave acknowledgement because of the ripple effect, the wave that this developer has made through this game, over the years, and not just this game, just even its predecessors before that. Thank you. No, really, without you, none of this would have been possible. We've come so far, and we have so far yet to go. We just set off on a fresh journey to discover more about Savathûn, the Awoken, and more. Who knows what the future holds? Well, if you watched our reveal of the Witch Queen, you know a little bit. So go give this nice little artwork. Give this article a read if you want to learn a little bit, maybe a few things that were even before your time. Let's get into the meat of this, because basically I started my channel, and my channel is actually, since it was made, it will be 2 months from a year. We made it in November. Creature actually kind of pushed me a little bit when I approached Lono with the idea of halftime. if Trials goes back to the way it was, I'd like to maybe return to what I wanted to inspire people to do in halftime, is that's almost put themselves in the situations that they didn't think they would be able to kind of be able to muster up the courage to go against, whether it's strats, abilities, or even just timing and being aware of certain things. But yeah, it's been that long, and this game, this playlist, I should say, has taken me to a different and even more transcended portion of my play. I have put a lot of time into this game, probably that I can put Destiny up there with Diablo for me personally, and as much time as I invested into certain things. And I've invested a lot of time into the PvP portion of this game, but I've played this game homogeneously because I've always been of the philosophy: you cannot be good at a game that has a PvP element without playing the full portion of it. In this instance, if there's a PvP along with it, it's walking hand in hand. You have to play them both. But I personally, I feel if this playlist can return to a form, this might be a hard pill to swallow. It's never going to be what it was in D1. And I say that not as a person who was able to put as much time into it as I did D2. Compared, I put no time into it in comparison. And we have to swallow the pill that it's never going to be what it was, and it's just all about moving forward. What I think it can be, though, is something that's more welcoming to a broader audience, and still live true to the people that have committed the hours like myself, and even people that have done it much more. I'm sure you guys, you can just think of the top of your head 4 to 5 content creators that have put their heart and soul into Trials, and it's amazing that they're still able to do the things that they do with the lack of content. Let's jump in. Turning to the live game, tomorrow marks the return of Trials of Osiris. While we've already discussed upcoming changes, we'd like to have a quick refresher before the main event. Trials of Osiris goes live at 10 a.m. Pacific time on September 10th, 2021. If you're reading this TWAB right as soon as it's published, that's tomorrow. For those who may have never played Trials before, this is our end game offering for PvP, featuring high stakes elimination matches leading to loot, high stat armor, exclusive weapons, and some cosmetics for those who can finish 7 games in a row without losing. If you're able to go flawless, adept rewards await you at the Lighthouse. We've made some changes to the formula in hopes of making Trials more accessible to a wider audience and more rewarding than it's ever been before. That's basically paraphrasing what I said. And like I said, I'm reading this as is. Opening that funnel in the beginning portion has always been where you're going to increase the masses, because you have different skill sets of people. Let's say it's below average, or people that just are straight up novices when going into PvP. They play other people the same way, and then they're playing that length of people all the way until you get to maybe like 4, 5, game 5, then 6 and 7. Then you start playing the people that are either committed to being there or are practicing to be committed to be there. Now, this could spell trouble, and I know this is coming from the end of the amount of time that I put in, the 350 flawless time I put in, the people that have done even more so, people that have tripled or quadrupled the amount of flawlesses that I have. They're coming from a position because they know what they're about to face is people like them. It's not that I'm pointing out an obvious that's saying that people that playing at that high skill level should play people at that high skill level. I absolutely agree, but they got that way because they didn't play people like that all the time. Whether or not they're scared to lose that, I think that's really going to be truly the tale of the tape. Who is going to sit at a certain tier, and how long are they going to be able to maintain it? In the news as of late, and with the introduction of BattleEye, plenty of people have lost their accounts or been accused of plenty of things. And I think these things are going to continue to come out, where we're going to see masks pulled off of people because they're going to be like, hey, I don't really think that you were playing at the certain level that you're is. So that's what the higher end is afraid of. The lower end's of course afraid of the rich being richer and having to play at those people at that tier all the time. Let me jump back into the comments real quick. I took a second. Death, what's going on? regardless of how good it is now, it's come a long way. 100%. It's come a long way from the mess that it was in the very beginning. Way back in April, it was so bad they had to cancel it from weekends on end. There were plenty of shorts that I made that things were causing the playlist to be just turned off the entire weekend, whether it was an item, class specific, a weapon, anything of the sort. I want to just remind everybody in chat, if you hit ! Wolvie, I'm going to be giving away a few emblems. I don't really care for emblems, so I got a few codes. I just want to give them away. There's no monetary value need to put in. Just hit the subscribe button, be a part of the channel, hit ! Wolvie in chat, and I'm going to be drawing that after we go over the swab. All right, let me continue here. Sorry, let me pull this up. All right. Trials of Osiris, the revamp begins. The short and sweet summary: we've overhauled the loot structure of Trials to grant more rewards even if you're not winning full matches. Trials Reputation has been added, which will unlock Trials engrams and other rewards on safe routine through a given season. We have a few rule set changes, such as resetting ammo and reducing rounds to 90 seconds, but nothing too major there. In a few weeks, we'll also be introducing Trials Labs, testing out deeper changes to the mode to see what plays best. As a final note, Trials Access now requires purchase of the current yearly expansion to aid in our game security efforts. Check here if you haven't seen the updates to our security policy. We've gone over that in detail instruction. And another big thing about that change, yes, still free to play, but having that yearly expansion is now going to be another prerequisite, and I think I'm all down for it. This season, Trials brings a new legendary linear fusion route to the loot table of Destiny. If you've been watching me the last few days streaming, I actually have it, and I have it with firing line unironically, so it was really good to get to try that out. Introducing Reed's Regret, packing some stasis damage and the ability to roll some fun perk combinations like triple tack and vorpal weapon, paired with the particle deconstruction artifact mod. This is a weapon that you won't want to miss. They're already kind of beefing up UPVE, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, and you'd almost expect that this was intentional, that to put something like this was to almost beef up the player numbers. If they got a weapon in there that's not so rigorous for you to try and get, and you could possibly target farm it, you're gonna keep people at the 1 through 3 for days on end until people get the role that they want. And then maybe, and this is a big maybe, people might find the joy in the playlist by playing in it. They might say like, hey, this isn't so bad. I'm gonna go back to just a week to the last Iron Banner. I had an overall fun experience. I'm not gonna say easy, I'm not gonna say free. I had a fun experience. And why I can say fun, because I went on my Titan, I went on my Warlock. I don't play those characters at all, and I was able to be successful. Granted, I was using things like the Vex Mythoclast, but I was doing things like supering, using my abilities, trying to win gunfights that necessarily I would rely on being invisible because of the Rat King. It was a different approach, and I had a lot of fun. I'm jumping the gun here, and I think that fun is going to resonate with a lot of people now with Trials, with the 1 through 3, maybe even with the approach that they're doing with the vendors, with Shaxx, with Zavala. Now that this kind of approach has an appeal to, a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, the casual gamer, something like this could help Trials. I don't know how this is going to pan out, because it's not going to be a carbon copy of what it used to be. If you're just jumping into what Trials is now, I'm going to take a second before I continue. If you're just jumping into what Trials is now and the Twitch scene, and there's probably some people here that do it on YouTube, not so much from what I've done in my little bit of investigation, but typically if you're brand new trying to find someone good and you're watching one of these platforms, it's just carries, pryos, and before this new security change, recovs, and raffles. You were going in there trying to get help, and I'll admit, in the very beginning, I didn't know what to do. I saw people having success. I was like, should I get a raffle? I have, and I did do a few raffles in the beginning. We're talking week 2 when it was still Anomaly, and I had a lot of fun while doing it. And then I've actually met a few people along the way just by being a part of their communities. So this is not in any way, shape, or form a digress on what's going on, but the norm is what I'm describing. If people are either having trouble, can't find a good LFG team, they're going to go and hope after giving it a try for maybe a day or two that they get into somebody's raffle and get lucky for this loot. Now they don't have to do that. Now you might not even need to jump off the damn board anymore. Now it's giving you a little bit of incentive to be a little bit better. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people that are going to just be like, I don't care, just give me what I need for finishing the match, and that's it. But now when you have this much stuff available to you, and I'm speaking purely as I'm speculating as to what the casual gamer might feel, but when they look at what is available from a person like Zavala or Shaxx, I would assume it incentivizes them to be like, hey, I really need an Ascendant Shard. There's one right there. All I got to do is play a little bit. Honestly, I think it would take probably 4 hours, 4 solid hours if you were playing straight to brand new. I'm talking as a person, as brand new into the Crucible, to jump in with your best stuff and finish out to level 16 from Shaxx or Zavala. Maybe Zavala even faster because strikes, you can bust through relatively easily. Those create incentives. If that incentive is there for trials, for that lower end, the norm, the atmosphere that what it is on Twitch, raffles and stuff like that, it's kind of mitigated. There are people that are still going to only want flawless loot. And we don't know what the flawless games 6 and 7 are going to be like quite yet. From how they described it, I've given my best speculation as to what it's going to be like. That if I'm going to be honest, for a person that plays like me, that first card should be easy to flawless. After that, if you're playing relatively well, the stakes might get a little bit higher. You might be playing those 2.0s, those 1.8s along those regions. After that first initial card and that first initial scan, I don't know how they're going to be able to do it. If it's just going to be one flawless run, you're basically going to be filtered into a different type of pool based on how you're doing so far that weekend. It could get mucky, and they've already kind of used language in the previous I think it was the previous TWAB. No, excuse me. It was the one on August 25th when they talked about the changes more specifically. And they said it could lead to they were trying to mitigate longer matchmaking times. They were probably already kind of getting us prepared because maybe those people at the higher end, they might not even match people. It might take them hours. Who knows? But I'm fully committed to my thought that this is going to open up the realm to where people do not feel that they have to go flawless, where they can be rewarded for their time by just playing the playlist for a few hours and not walking away empty-handed, and actually maybe even get the things that they were intended to go in there for. Save 4 Team has refreshed his vendor inventory, giving Guardians the ability to target additional rolls on loot that they've previously acquired. This can be compared to focusing Ingrams at the Umbral Decoder in the Helm. Get out there, earn some Ingrams, and have at it. Patch notes as follows. Trials Reputation internal system has been rebuilt, aligning with that of other ritual reputations. Reputation gain per match is scaled by the number of round wins on a ticket. Trials passages are now account scoped. Purchasing the same ticket on an alternate account will not reset ticket wins. So purchasing the same ticket on an alternate account will not, on an alternate character will not reset ticket wins. So if you keep the same one and you purchase the same one that you had on your hunter, you're going to be keeping the same ones. This one could get a little bit tricky. It could get a little bit tricky. People could feel more reliant. I don't know, but I at the same time, this is me being like a half glass full, half glass empty type person, where it could present some troubles, but at the same time, it could just be another fun aspect where we're just overthinking the value of it. I should say undermining the value of it, because the value actually could be higher than the penalties. Passage of Ferocity is now available from the start. Passage of Wisdom is no longer available because useless of coins. Passage of Wealth now requires 7 wins. Unlocking a passage now unlocks it for the rest of the season. So now you do not need to go about having to get 1 flawless on that card to unlock the other 3. I think that's a nice quality of life that was kind of didn't need to be there. It didn't need to be gate locked on a weekly basis. Replace the weekly 3, 5, 7 win challenges with a win rounds challenge. This is the 21, I'm assuming. A new 7 win challenge is available on Saint 14. Removed weekly bounties. Another weekly set of bounties removed. I think now the only ones that we're going to be having are Varix, Shahan, the few that are still on the moon, and that's, I'm sure those are could be done by the end of this season as well. Made changes to rule sets. Trials of Osiris round time reduced to 90 seconds. Trials of Osiris, each round start with fresh special ammo. So now you're going to be reset to your additional 2 rounds. Crossplay must be enabled to participate in Trials of Osiris. No leaving it to one console. PC, you're just going to be playing with PC. Added third person camera restricted tooltip and load screen hints to Trials, Elimination, and Showdown. Trials of Osiris now requires purchase of the current yearly expansion. Currently Beyond Light is required to play. Starting on February 22nd, 2022, the Witch Queen will be required to play. Good luck to all on the hunt for loot. Good luck to all on the march towards the lighthouse. Good luck to all who are just joining up to help a friend out. Who knows, maybe you'll fall in love with the elimination mode like many have in the past. See on the battlefield. I appreciate that line. Who knows, maybe you'll fall in love with this elimination mode like many in the past, and I'm definitely one of those people. Once I kind of dug my teeth into the playlist, I was kind of hooked. I was just like, I need some other euphoric feeling of having my blood pressure rise because I'm freaking out on game 7 on 4-4, 1-on-3 or something. There's been plenty of times, and even on this channel alone, you guys have seen it happen, where the pressure just builds up, and those are moments. Those are fun moments. Those are a lot of fun moments that kind of drives at a competitive edge. And if you're coming from a background like myself, where playing competitive sports in high school and college was just like that was what you did, having this to fall back on, and even in a hobby perspective, man, it's something fun. It's really what drives me to continue to play video games. I love to play video games just to chill and break away, but then there's that competitive itch that needs to be scratched, and Trials really does it for me, and hopefully it could do it for mostly other people, because going into it, the weekends passed. For people that are brand new, and if it's not the first week or 2 of the season, or has really good loot, has a good map, it's painstaking. It's very painstaking. It's painstaking for me, and I'm playing hours on end on the weekend, and people even more so are complaining, and they're even higher. They know what it's all about, that every game for them is a sweat fest. And I think this will help a lot of people to alleviate that feeling that you're wasting your time, you're not getting anything for what you're doing in there, and it might even incentivize you to continue to play a little bit. You actually might get excited on Fridays. So it could be a stretch. It couldn't be. We'll have to see as the weekend goes by how people feel, and have like a full talk and review of what I think about how the weekend went. I mean, I'm anxious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm anxious. I don't know what to expect, and it keeps me excited when I hear people, and I've been doing this a lot the last 3 weeks since the season started, just LFGing for my pinnacles, speaking to people in chat. They're like, oh man, you play Trials? I'm like, yeah, I play a little bit. And they're just being casually just bringing up conversation. I'm being modest, and they're like, "Oh, can you help me?" And I was like, "Honestly, dude, I think you're gonna be able to help yourself." He's like, "Really?" Like, I was thinking about trying, but I'm not sure. And I'm like, honestly, I think this is going to be it for people. This is going to be the opportunity to kind of break out of that shell, to feel restricted, that you're only going to be playing people that are living and breathing and breeding in that playlist. And honestly, I've kind of mutated into one of those because it's what I do on the weekends. And if it wasn't for playing that on the weekends, I'd definitely be branching in the other games a lot more often than I am now. I'm relying on the nostalgia of Halo, the craziness that's Battlefield, the sweatiness that's Call of Duty, and even the nostalgia and the World War II aspect to kind of help me play other things as well. Because honestly, if I wasn't playing Destiny, I don't want to play any games right now, because there's just nothing that there are a few single player games. I'm actually lying. I take that back. There are a few single player games that I've played on my free time. Regardless, there's nothing that's driving that competitive edge like Destiny does, and I'm hoping that these other PvP games will help that, so I have something to balance it out. Because I think playing Trials, I hope will be, I don't want to say it's going to become casual, but I'm hoping at the same time I'm going to be able to do what I want, get in there, and not just feel like a zombie going through it over and over again, because this is the only technically fun thing to play. There's a lot of people that are probably feeling that way too, because they're just like stuck in it. They're stuck in the fun that they've created for themselves in Trials, and finding something like that in another game isn't really plausible without the popularity being there on that game too. Halo has that possibility. Same with the other two. Battlefield for me personally has always been the fun game to just like go out there and blow shit up, like get in a tank, get in a dogfight in the sky. But Call of Duty, Halo for sure drive competitive edges for me, I have to say. Let me catch back up here. Hex, what's going on, dude? Competitive sports in high school, competitive sport, Harvard races. Okay, all right. You're about to get another 300. You're just about to get another 300. Sorry. Where the hell is that? I just had that pulled up. Also, I want to remind people in chat, if you hit ! Wolvie, that's where I'm going to be giving away these emblems today. Two emblems. I'm not really big on emblems. I just leave the Trials one on. It's really the only one I care about. So I bought something the other day. I have a codes, willing to give them out to you guys. If that, I know that there's a big community drive for emblems, and if I can give that back to people, hey man, that's all good. So yeah, ! Wolvie, and then before the stream's done today, I'm gonna be drawing that. Let's continue here. There's a few more things. BattleEye soft launch update. At the start of the season of the Lost, we announced the soft launch of BattleEye anti-cheat in Destiny 2. Throughout the soft launch, we've been iterating and improving our ability to detect various cheats that have negative impacts to competitive experience within the Crucible, as well as other cheats used to get a leg up in PvE activities. While we're still deep into our soft launch window, we wanted to share a short progress update with you. We've been able to detect and remove numerous players attempting to circumvent our cheat detections while building upon the fresh foundation that BattleEye has provided us. While we don't have any specific numbers to share, it's probably for the better that they kind of keep anything numbers related and anything in terms of specifics of what they're doing to themselves. Let us know that it's strong, let us know that they're working, and let us know that it's going to be effective. That's pretty much all that we're going to ask for. We did want to note that our soft launch is going well, well enough in fact that we're going to begin rolling out automatic bans for a variety of cheats just in time for the first Trials of Osiris weekend. While we're I'm just sorry, I had a funny thing pop in my head. While we're excited for this development, there is no silver bullet in the ongoing effects against cheating. The team will remain vigilant, continuing to improve our detections and investigate reports. Hey, this could be a coming for you. If you're logging in on tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, wherever you are in the country or wherever you are in the world, you better be watching, man. They're not playing any games with this crap anymore. If you're running services, you got that shit in the background, you better come correct, because I'm truly hoping, just from what they've done in the last few weeks, I'm really hoping they're serious, because it's going to be another meme, another laughing stock, if they're gonna just go about this by saying what they're doing and have nothing to back it up, nothing at all. What's up, Black? Yeah. Yeah. Homeboy blocked us, so it's all good. It's Crocs, he's blocked us. Let's finish this off. Patchy the pirate, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna speak like that. Okay. Player support has some fresh details on upcoming maintenance, a list of bugs to be fixed, and more. Hopefully they got a bug fix for that gnarly Hawk Moon bug, that you're able to pull up your ghost when you got paracausal and basically retain your paracausal shot. It's going to be a lot to build that up. Wheezy made a big point, a good point the other day. You're still going to have to build that up, but what happens if a person does have the opportunity to build that up? It's just gonna paint cheesiness all across it. So maintenance will begin at 9 a.m. on Friday. Players are removed from activities at 9:45. Destiny 2 is brought offline. Hotfix 3.3.0.2 will be available across all platforms and regions. Players will be able to log back into Destiny 2 at 10 a.m. At 11 a.m. Destiny 2 maintenance is expected to conclude. Some of the background stuff. Below are some issues that are expected to be resolved. A complete list will be shared when the hotfix goes live. The barrier around the Scorch cannons in the Fallen Walker public event will no longer repel players. Don't care. Players will no longer get stuck in the Broodhold strike on Wolfship Turbine Lost Sector. I've gotten this bug a few times, the Broodhold one. I actually just leave if I get that strike now. Like I'll just shoot whatever in the beginning. As soon as I get pulled, I leave. The Warlock's Nova Warp will blink if hold sprint is active. Strike streaks will no longer be broken. That's really great. A lot of people were getting pulled just because some people are just blitzing through something and your strike streak is over. The Danger Zone perk now correctly grants more blast radius on rocket launchers. The Sweet Spotter Triumph now correctly progresses when killing Vex Wyverns with precision damage. It's kind of what's keeping me from getting my Deadeye. The Dawn Course Exotic Warlock Helmet correctly extends burn damage on enemies. For more information, players should visit our Destiny server and update status help article. On Thursday, September 23rd, extended downtime for Destiny 2 is scheduled in preparation for Destiny 2 hotfix 3.3.0.3. Players will be moved from activities at 5 a.m. and will be able to log in until after 10 a.m. So they got a big patch coming on the 23rd. Interested to see what that is. Maybe a bigger portion in the step of the seasonal quest. Maybe a dungeon, maybe a new mission, a new secret mission. I don't know. It's going to be interesting regardless to see exactly what it's going to be. What's going on, Sean? Yeah, Black. It's not a whole lot. But at the same time, you know, it's not like they had a lot to say. They need to be able to present what's going to be happening tomorrow. So they got this cat dance one, another video. I kind of like the art. The art is what gets me. Yeah, that's pretty dope. So I wonder if that's going to be our armor aesthetic next season, is just looking like acolytes. I mean, that's pretty dope. That's really dope if they're going to be going with that sort of aesthetic. All right, so he's taking a break. I'll see you again in October, just in time for Festival of the Lost. So that's probably going to be the next big thing. Cosmo will be at the helm for all things community, and DPS will be on tap to assist every guardian in the need of techno assistance, keep things lively. And that's pretty much your TWAB. That's basically it. I'm here before I make some mistakes. Oh, thanks, Weezy. I appreciate you. Some people have asked me what do I think it's going to be like, and I've kind of just reiterated it to every person that's basically asked. I think it's going to be very welcoming to a lot of the new players. Is it going to be consistent enough where people are going to want to continue to do flawless after that first initial, I don't know yet. I don't know. And what I don't know is that whether or not the target farm is going to be just enough that you need. You're not, again, once you unlock the adept, you basically have it. So for that week, all you're going to need is whatever Saint is going to give you on a round basis or game basis, whatever it is, and you're able to just buy it again. I don't know. Like I don't know if my incentive is still going to be there after that. It's a really tough question. It's a really tough question. Is it going to even be enough for people to, after that first one, say, hey, like I'll just keep, you know, going to 3. Who cares if I lose? At this point, I got the gun. Like I don't need 16 to 17 flawlesses a week. Most of the time, and this is me, whenever it was Shayora's, whether it was the sniper, I actually had an investment to be there. Most of the time I'm just droning around. Friends are like, yo, let's play a card. I'm like, let's go. But those weeks I was like, I want a good roll on this sniper. I want a good roll on my Shayora's. I need to go flawless. Now it's in our inventory. It's in Saint 14's inventory. I don't need to go flawless. Again, I can just give him whatever amount of coins it is, or whatever the case may be. I'm still. Do we know this pool season for this weapons? Other than the Reed's Regret, Voles is the only thing that they've come out and said. I'm sure we could probably look at Light GG. Let's check out Light GG. All right. Let's just see the summoner. Maybe the summoner was coming back. No, I don't think that one's coming back. At least it doesn't have a new one. We know Reed's Regret's going to be there, but if the other one's going to have different, let's go with Shayora's. That's probably where we can start. I'm just pretty positive that's going to be in there, but it's going to keep the same insignias as it was. Oh, here we go. Purchasing this items rolls a version with random rolls. See, there's a C class. This is it. This is it. This is going to be a purchasable one. Okay, so then let's try Reed's Regret. Yeah. Look at that skin, huh? Too bad it's gonna be all white, Dave. No, but that gold is cool. The Callus is chosen back in the day would have looked really dope with that. All right, well, let's see what else. What else is going to be? Tomorrow's answer. Okay, so that one's not there. I knew you were about to say that. The gold does look fire, Rain. It does, dude. What's the name? The Exile's Curse. Huh. Not there either. So just shit. All right. Eye of Soul. That one's there. So Eye of Soul is there. Hold on, I need to pull up dim as well. Don't forget, everybody, I'm going to be drawing this before the show ends today. I'm going to be pulling this for these two emblems. It's going to be very soon. Going to be very soon. Let's see. All right, we checked exiles. Sheora's the messenger. You know the messenger is going to be in there. You know the messenger is going to be in there. No doubt about it. Yeah, without a doubt, right there. Summoner, Scout, and Rocket Launcher. The Scout, the sword, I would imagine. I'll double check. Soulless Scar, because if we're getting these ones, we're basically getting what we got last season. Yeah, Soulless Scar as well. Let's see. I have Soul. What's the shoddy? That's what I wanted. What was the name of the shoddy? Astral Horizon. I couldn't forget the name of it. No Astral. No shoddy either. No shoddy either. I bet Dave's like having a pet peeve right now looking at my dim. Why do you have all that? Hope we can get a team together to help me get a Fabring a time loss. Oh, I mean, we could try, dude, but I think it's still early in the season, bro. I don't know. It's still like 14 higher. We got to get people that are just like clicking on all cylinders, and I don't know if that's doable at the moment. I only think like really like the top tier teams that are just on their P's and Q's in terms of that type of content. Sola, so Sola's, Messenger, Reed's Regret, Eye of Soul, Sheora. So five as of right now. Oh, how can I forget? Igneous Hammer. That's got to be in there. That's got to be in there. No doubt about it. Yeah. So 6. Igneous Hammer. Messenger, Eye of Soul, Soulless Scar, Igneous Hammer. What was the other one? I'm at 4. Messenger. And Sheora's. So 6. Crazy. Just 6. What the hell is that vault? See, I knew it. Yeah, it's like clockwork, bro. It's like clockwork. I know exactly what it is. We checked Summoner. It's not Shaw in the API for Light GG. It's not there. It's just the old one. You see how Igneous Hammer's got this purchasing this item rolls a version with random perks? That placeholder, I guess you want to call it, is not here for the Summoner. So one would lead me to believe it's not coming out this season. I'm surprised that the Fusion isn't making it either. I'm pretty sure we checked that, but just to double check. Yeah, so no exiles either. So that's basically your trials weapons, those 6 weapons. And again, purchasable. Once completing it once, you've got your weapon that you could just go in there and farm yourself, win or lose. It doesn't matter at that point. So that is going back to my original problem. You should. That looks terrible. What are you so butthurt about? They're all rolls. They're all most of that, honestly, Dave, is stuff I have to just throw away. The weapons are mostly all fodder. Damn, I'm hyped to bring in friends who genuinely want to enjoy and play trials. Hopper Tis, gonna be a great weekend. Oh, this is gonna be a great weekend, man. I hope so, bro. I hope you're one of those people that like feel like, yeah, I don't know, it was just really sweaty before, but now you're feeling confident. I'm hoping that kind of spreads around and people just all just flock together to jump in, because it's only good for players like myself. It's only good for players like yourself or wherever you fall on the spectrum, that you're playing people that aren't always at the top 1%. Game 1, game 2, game 3, you see it slowly start to rise after game 3. Game 4, it's got a little sweatier. Game 5 got a little sweatier. 6 and 7, like now we're playing trials. Like now this is where people that have been invested with a little bit of time, maybe not like how it was before, but to the degree where it's like, okay, there's a competition here, there's a competition level here. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if it plays out, if it's the call. I'm gonna farm the hell out of trials for Reeds and Shaoras. I think there's a lot of people that are gonna be doing that. And now, and again, this is me spitballing. This is me throwing something at the wall and seeing if it sticks. If this becomes relatively, I don't want to say easy, but let's say trials becomes manageable for people, they're going flawless will be, I don't want to say a thing of the past, but now it will be something more, less gatekept by the people that are always at the top, constantly going week after week. I go constantly week after week, so I fall within that spectrum. I'm willing to say that, but I'm not saying that like this isn't going to be a horrible thing. If I want to continue to go getting flawlesses, I can, but I'm going to be playing people that want to continue to go flawless. Now, if I just want to casually just say, you know what, man, I got my 2, 3, 4 of the weekend, I'm solid. I'm great. I didn't get a good roll in Shaoras. I didn't get a good roll in ISO. I got a ton of coins. I would sit there clicking. There's like 4 or 5 videos on this channel of me just clicking in hopes to get something decent, and those were regular. Now I could turn in 10 minutes worth of coins, all adept loot. I have to be okay with that. Personally, why I love that, because I have taken full advantage of explaining how I think it's such a great method within the Deepstone Crypt when it launched. Vogue, as of right now, you complete Atheon, you've already completed those. You don't need to go and do the challenge or wait for that shit, wait for it to drop. They're giving us means to just target ourselves, and I'm about that. I'm about my time being rewarded for that. Now, if they could just change up the guaranteed of Grandmasters, I need to hear that before that goes live October 5th. So I'll feel a way better. Reminder, exclamation point Wolvie in chat, and you will be entered in for the 2 emblems I'm giving away. I'm going to give away 1, and then I'm going to give away another. So basically, you got 2 shots to win an emblem. The 2 of them are, I'll pull them up real quick. I don't have a picture of them for you. I'm sure you could Google them, but one's the time Dilation. This is the 7-year one. I got it. I made a purchase. I don't use emblems a lot. I think it's just not really my thing. Don't have to be a member. Hit subscribe so you're able to chat, put in Wolvie. That's all basically all you have to do. Just be subscribed to the channel. You got your chance to win. I get emblems actually a little often. I really don't even use them. I'm gonna do this more frequently. If I ever get 1, 2, 3, give them away immediately, because again, I just keep the trials one. It's the only one I care about. Truly, it's the only one I care about. I care more about the ships than I do the emblems. If there was a hot commodity for ships, it'd be like, you know, a car collection. It'd be something I would definitely be into. So again, exclamation point Wolvie in chat, and that will make you get entered for this. As of right now, I got a few people entered. Abe, Dave, Donkey, Hellish, Smoker, Human, Black, Shaw, Proto, Ronald, sorry, Ronald, I was gonna say Ronald McDonald, Ronaldo, Voles. So again, exclamation point Wolvie in chat, and you will be entered for that. We're gonna be doing that at the top of the hour here. I'm kind of getting to the point. I just got my last pinnacle yesterday for my Warlock. I needed a class item of all things, and I actually got it by finishing. Doesn't use emblems, only uses one ugly shader. Shake my head. Yeah, Dave, you caught me. You caught me. I'm at the point now after getting that last one, and I got it at Prophecy. I was really surprised. I was like, wow, go figure. After getting all of that in the raid, didn't even get it. It's starting to be that creep where coming next week, especially now if Trials doesn't pan out the way I have thought it was going to pan, whether it's good or beyond great where I'm playing like I was before, but still as welcoming as it is right now, that's really up to seeing how it goes. It's really up to see how it goes. I'll double check to make sure you guys are entered. Rain, you're good. Nighthawk, you're good. Player 1, you're good. Sean, you're good. Stubby, you're good as well. All right. Yeah, I you guys are good. You Sean, Ronaldo, you guys are good. So again, I'm gonna pull that at the top of the hour. Kind of just chilling out today. I'm probably will go in later tonight after the baby goes to bed to play a little Crucible just to warm up and just kind of just get my fingers ready for tomorrow. I will be live right at reset tomorrow, so kind of like how we've been doing it on Tuesdays. I'll boot up right at like 9:50ish my time, and then we're gonna be jumping right in. I should have a team. I'm almost positive I have a team. There's buddies of mine that wanted to knock out the seal day one again, like we did in the beginning of last season. So I'm hoping to do that. So hopefully we get our seal taken care of this stream again. If you want to watch in the beginning of the season last season, that first day Trials came out, I was able to knock out the seal, and honestly I didn't even intend to do it. Now that I'm intending to do it, it's probably not going to go my way, but that last that stream was a lot of fun. It was nice to be like, wow, I'm already gilded in just a stream, so it was really fun to do that with y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing with all y'all in chat though. If it's as, I don't want to say the word casual, but if it's not as sweaty, I'm going to change up exactly how the memberships works, because it's just going to be like playing with the people that are in the community. Like, it's just going to be fun playing all the time. And if people want to go that extra mile, get the second tier, get the third tier, then we're going to go the distance together. But we're going to just make it so that if you want to play Trials with me, as soon as we get a pulse on what it's like, we're going to link up. Crossplay is active, so we're going to be jumping in all the time, no matter what console you're on, platform you're on, PC. Battle Eyes got me confident. It's still sweatier on PC. I still see the sweaty difference of how people play and the precision of their shots. I'm noticing the difference, but I always welcome that, because if you play at that level, and this goes to no matter what platform you're playing on, if you play at a high velocity, at a high level, it will only make you better. You're gonna get your ass kicked in the beginning, no doubt about it. You are gonna get stomped, but you're gonna learn not to get stomped. You're gonna overcome that. You continue to bust your head into that wall, you're gonna find a way to break through it. I promise you, you will find a way to make it out alive. I would say the biggest hindrance for me to want to stay on PC, and what ultimately made me move over to Xbox, was the cheating. Now that I have a better console, because I definitely need to upgrade my PC, but now that I have that, playing with my PC friends is all but more welcoming now, because I'm going to know, at least I'd say 90%. I'm going to say 90% really generously, because I'm going to say there's going to be always rooms for crack for cheats to get in, but I'm going to say 90% of the time I'm not going to be thinking about looking up someone's profile or assuming that they're cheating. That was a painstaking moment to have to deal with while playing on PC in that opening season of Trial Season 10. I was always just like, man, I don't know how they're hitting me. I'm literally behind a wall, not doing anything, and they're just crushing me around a corner with one shot. It just doesn't make any sense. Stubby, thank you so very much, bro. You have just moved yourself up within the Coliseum, moving up from the Warrior to the Gladiator, bro. Thank you as always, man. Thank you. Really appreciate you, dude. Really do. Again, I'm going to work out these tiers. Just that basic membership will all, obviously, we're going to play Trials together. Now that I think it's going to be as welcoming as it is, and after this week and really feel the pulse about it, playing Trials with y'all at that basic membership is just going to be, it's like playing Banner. I'm really hoping it's going to play Banner. If you're going to want to go the extra mile and really like commit, Gladiator is going to be where we start. We're going to save that 50, that tier 3. We're going to save that for something big. If you feel like doing that and being generous, I absolutely, fully appreciate and thank you for that. But I want to give you a value at that, because I commit myself to time on here, and I want to give you that sort of commitment as well. And you're going to get that commitment as no matter what tier of membership that you are, regardless. But if you go that extra mile, you're going to 100% get the full amount of what I'm doing off stream and on stream, just 110. Point blank, Matt and my buddy Trump, they can all vouch for that. I'm trying, I'm sweating for them, I'm bleeding for them, I'm getting them to places they haven't been before. Trump's been to the top and back. He's got an amazing community over in Punny's community to rely on, so I know he's well taken care of. But I want to help you guys out. We actually got to do really something nice for someone yesterday, and I'm not really have become or thought about becoming that type of person in terms of the raid help, but it was fun. It was fun to go through it. It gets a little frustrating, like people are just like a little nervous, they don't want to mess up, and it actually causes them to die. It's understandable, but it's chill. It's super chill. 2 guys yesterday, we had him in Prophecy. He's been a big patron of this channel for a minute since I started. He got his first run on VOG. Quackers, he got his first run on VOG, and he got Vex his very first run. So it was really cool to help someone run it their first time. And not only that, he got Vex. I feel bad for Black. Really feeling you, bro. Right when the dude screamed, I was like, Black just died a little bit inside. Poor Black's like on like almost 50 to get you a Vex, and he couldn't even get it, and this guy gets it his first time. I'm sorry, Black, but it was fun regardless to get to play with that guy and Prophecy, and I want to be able to do that in basically in all spectrums of the games. We got Grandmasters around the corner. If I can get someone to just rough it out with me, tag along with me, and we could run people within those Grandmasters, kind of give them their first opportunity at what it's going to be about. I'm not a pro at them, but I have done enough to get Conqueror Seal, so I think that was good enough to not have to do that through the means of having friends that are much higher. I was able to just painstake it out through LFG and do it with my friends. So yo, what's going on, Josh? How you been, man? How you been? GL, what's up, dude? So exclamation point Wolvie in chat. I said at the top of the hour, probably in about 10 minutes here. I'm going to be pulling that for the two emblems. I got 2 emblems for you. That kid got the Vex on his first. Yeah, Black has to be sick. I'm sure Black just threw up in his mouth. He's like, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. He was furious, but I was really happy for that dude. I mean, I probably would have been salty if I didn't have Vex at this point, but I'm not living in that life right now. Black, he tear me apart, Lisa. Yeah, we just got to get quotes for the room as a command next. Yeah, I feel you, Black. I feel you. But saw you on the recommended page, so I joined. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm coming up in a recommended page. I really do appreciate all the traction I'm able to get when we got exciting stuff with Destiny going on. Especially stuff with people who are looking at PvP related stuff, trial stuff. Hopefully I'm in that recommended page. We're doing a an emblem giveaway as well. Exclamation point Wolvie in chat, and you'll be entered in. I got 2 of them to give away. So basically you got 2 chances at one of them. What up, you cross-eyed jabronis? What up, Chest Pain? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. I'm gonna go through the list really quick just to ensure everyone's on there if you haven't been in there. Abe, Dave, Donkey, Rain, Hellish Smoker, Human, Black, Shaw, Nighthawk, Proto, Ready Player One, Ronaldo, Sean, and Stubby and Velez. If you want to get into the raffle for one of these emblems, all you got to do is hit subscribe, hit exclamation point Wolvie, and you're entered for it. I don't use emblems. It's something I honestly forget I even have most of the time. Truly. Again, it's not really something I'm thinking about at all. IE Chest Pain, WOLVIE. It didn't drop for me. It did not. Dave, really appreciate y'all being here. We went over, is there a new gear set for this season, Wolverine? I don't think so. We did go through, we're on Light GG right now, and we did go through the weapons that were going to be purchasable through Shaxx through the Adept versions, because I was like, what was going to be this week's, or excuse me, this season's weapons for Flawless? It's, from what it looks like, it's going to be roughly the same 6 that we got last season. I don't know if that entices some people. Got a buddy in chat, Vullaz. He hasn't got his hands on a Shaors that he really likes it. I don't even think he got his hands on a Shaors at all. Now, maybe getting Flawless that one time doesn't seem so impassable that they could be able to knock that out on their own. It's going to be something to figure out at the time to see if it's going to be worth handling. Yeah, Dave, take that 300. But is it going to be worth people's time that they're able to get Flawless themselves and not have to rely on other people, whether it's a carry, prio, whatever the case may be? It's giving the players enough incentive to get their own loot, and that's a big part of what this game has been missing. There's plenty of people that do it week in, week out. I'm not saying it's a mute point where people can't do it, but the average player can't even go in there and get 3 wins. I would be willing to say that in the current state the current state of what's going on, the average player cannot get they can't. It's almost impossible because they're playing really great people all the time. Yeah, the Colts are trash. They're gonna lose this weekend. Think of Dave when the Colts lose this weekend, and you know that's Dave right there. We love Dave around here, but you know sometimes Dave just needs to remember who Daddy is. So there's about 6 weapons going on in this trial season. I'm kind of disappointed, other than Reed's regret, we're not getting something else. Maybe a 140 hand cannon would actually been really cool and welcoming. It would have gave people, along with the Nightfall with Palindrome, to maybe spend a week in the trials. I really feel that another hand cannon staying up to date with whatever's meta, 120, 140. I think when it was a 180 meta, it was not forgotten, and that was just broken. Dave, I'm not on Xbox, so I can't see if you are messaging me. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm not on Xbox. Nightbot forgot Shadow Dive, man. Exactly. They didn't put that adept. There's no adept Shadow Dive. There is no adept Shadow Dive. But at the same time, there's no adept grenade launcher too. You see how that works? No, or Cerberus. I don't know. Is Cerberus still going to be the thing for you, GL? Are you feeling that you might have to change a primary along with the GL play? No cap, no joke. I'm really curious. Are you changing it, or are you going? Trials needs a bow. I mean, Dave would be down for that, but Dave's all down for it. Is Dave an Indiana native? I'm not sure. I think no, he lives in California. He lives in California. That's why he's so soft. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. No offense to all you California guys. Y'all are hard. Not Dave. Dave's soft. But he's definitely not an Indiana native. He's just a Colts fan, big Colts fan. He hates me because I'm a Broncos fan, and he basically got rid of the best player he's ever had for Andrew Luck, and we've got a bunch of champions, or no, I wouldn't say bunch of championships. We got a championship, and we got a bunch of division championships out of that. So I'm willing to take it. The Cerberus is meta, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Also, Pally, Swarm, and Shadow Price are in Zer's loot pool as well. Really, Sean? Just the basic versions of them, or the adept versions as well? Really, I did not know that. If they change up Zer in that fashion too. Interesting. Let me check that actually. I'm sure that's in the AI or yeah. They don't have an insignia like the other one though. Like when you looked up, for instance, where we're basing these hunches off of, just if you're just joining us. So see how there's the two that we have, they're actually rated, and then there's these two. And when you click on them, classified. It even tells you purchasing this item rolls a version with random perks. It's the adept version. This is exactly what they were talking about, of it being in the inventory once your first flawless is achieved. So is this going to be taking place through, is this the new norm? Is the question. As a fellow Broncos fan, man, I hope they snag Cam Newton. I'm good, bro. We didn't need him. We didn't need him in 2011. We don't need him now, Gilly. I'm gonna give Teddy Bridgewater. I'm gonna give him enough room to work, bro. I'm gonna give him enough room to work. Is there about to be the plug? Freedom. Careful, Dave. Careful now, Dave. What are you doing, Dave? And that's nothing on Cam, Gilly. We got the better pick in that draft, and I don't think we need to go backwards. Yeah, honestly, he's fallen hard. He's fallen hard ever since the Super Bowl loss, big time. It's actually kind of sad. I thought he was going to stay with Carolina for a while. I actually thought he was going to retire there, but yeah, I don't think it's enough to kind of desire him out in Denver. I personally like a guy who's willing to throw the ball more often than he's willing to run. I like a guy who can run to get away and not like get sacked and even protect the ball. But I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's him. But really nice to hear that you're a Broncos fan too, Gilly. All right, we're going to be pulling this here in a few minutes. Exclamation point Wolvie. I got two of them to give away, so I'm going to be pulling two names for him. I'll let you know which one I'm pulling for which first. Y'all should snag Tebow back since he's a tight end created in Wayne Jazz. Now I know you're capping, bro. Now I know you're capping. I love Tebow back then, but we saw with Belichick, he's like, yeah, this is how you take this guy out, and he did it in like 3 plays. He is Mahomes. We haven't beat the Broncos have, and this is really embarrassing to say. The Broncos have not beat the Chiefs since week 2 of 2015. Think about that. Week 2 of 2015. That is unheard of. There's probably some teams that have been at the bottom of the barrel within plenty of years that are that long, and it's just too long. I need a win against the Chiefs this year. The rest really let Cam get beat up as a mobile QB. His career has definitely been harder than Tom's. part of that in the beginning was his fault. When he got into the NFL, and he was riding high, bro. He was riding high. He was really riding high that 2015 season. We forget that was his MVP season. And I'm gonna give you this, Gilly. I am going to say that a lot of his downfall was tutelage not being provided in the best way by Ron Rivera. I don't think Ron Rivera was the best coach to handle that. The Browns are getting swept this year, 0-17. You're crazy, bro. And I know why you're saying that. You already showed your colors as a Patriots fan. I know why you don't like me. It's the same reason Dave don't like me. Hey, I mean, you got the gunslinger Teddy B now. You'll be fine. Laugh out loud, dude. You got Carson Wentz, bro. The dude's gonna trip over an M&M peanut and go fall down a staircase and be done. And I like Carson Wentz. I think he's a great guy, nice guy. I think he's exciting person, but he's injury prone. Broncos win 6 games or less this year. I'll take you on that bet. I take you on that bet. What do you want to bet, Dave? What do you want to bet? I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet right now. I'm confident. I bet out of their first 8 games, we take 6. I'll take that bet. The Broncos have actually one of the easiest schedules of this year. If they don't walk away with 6 this year, I will be willing to say they are the worst team in the NFL. With their schedule, I'll 100% take that bet, Dave. You name your price. I'll take that bet. 100%. 6 games? Please. I'll take because they won 7 with Fangio last year. Are you kidding me? Another one pick. Here we go. Yeah. Change the subject. Exclamation point, Wolvie. Gonna be giving it away here soon. I'm kind of just in a holding pattern. Kind of like to branch off into 30s chat. I'd see 30s just having a little bit of a time delay. Krebsy, give me an eye on when 30 goes live, because that's kind of like I'm kind of just like holding off. I'll pull it at any time when I'm ready, but we're trying to just shooting the shit in the meantime. Again, the two emblems, the first one being the 7-year emblem anniversary, and the other one being I didn't get to see what it looks like, but it's brand new, the Midas traction. Those are the two I'm going to be giving away. I'll give away Midas first, and then the 7-year one will be second. I just said 6 games or less. If they win 7 only, I win. I'll take that bet, bro. I'll take that bet. They won 7 already with Fangio. I'll take that. On a harder schedule with Drew Lock just kicking the can down the road, dude. I'll take that all day with this team. Absolutely. You should have said they bet they don't make the playoffs. Then that would have been a more difficult, like, I got to think about it. 6 wins. So getting 7 wins, I got that. Yeah, he ain't talking about his team. He's just bashing mine. He's got not a foot to stand on. Oh, Joe Flacco, dude. What a fall from grace that was, right? What a fall from grace. Yeah, you too, Proto. Good luck to everybody when I do pull it. Krebsy, how's he doing? Is he still waiting? Colts would be lucky to win 2 games this year. I think they'll win more than 2 games. Who's going to be that lousy team? I'm trying to think. I definitely don't think it's going to be the Broncos. I think the Broncos have a slight shot at the 7th seed. I think they have a slight shot at that. That's my bias talking. And that's as far as my bias will go. No, you challenged me, dude. I don't need to name my stakes. You challenged me. Look at this guy. This guy, all he does is tease me all day, and then once I told him to put his nuts on the table, he goes, oh, they're tucked in right now. They're tucked in. I'm Dave. I don't hate Fangio, but missing out on getting Kyle Shanahan, yeah, I'm already going to agree with you. That's all I need to do. After Kubiak left, I feel like was a big mistake. The 49ers are in a great spot. Imagine where the Broncos would be at. It really sucked to see Shanahan go just because of all the history that family has had with that organization. You remember that before Shanahan became a Bronco, he was on the 49ers staff, and he was actually on the Raiders staff as well. I think he probably told him not to go there first. Let them get a few more properties. And John Lynch, being the GM of the Niners, I think had a big part to do as to why he went to San Fran. I think John Elway meant a lot to him, but I think there was a lot more issues in Denver that John Elway couldn't make up for, that John Lynch was basically welcoming. I'm sure gave Kyle more free will, free roam to do things than maybe he would have got with the Broncos organization. It sucks. It sucks 100%. Sarge's having CPU issues. He's delayed the start time to undefined time. All right, we're chilling then. We're chilling then. It gives a few people to get in. Exclamation point Wolvie in chat. 2 Destiny emblems to give away. 2 brand new ones. I do not use emblems. I don't care for them. They're not really my thing. I want to give them to you guys. Tom Brady is meta, dude. When does that game should be on soon? When I might have to hurry up for that game. You know, that's going to be starting soon. Ed Sheeran singing tonight, so Dave, you might want to go watch Ed Sheeran. I know how much you like him. Yeah, this one's gonna be starting soon, 8:20, so in another 20 minutes. So we'll definitely pull that. We'll definitely pull it before the game starts. Big football fan here. We'll be talking all year about it. I was disappointed not to get into a fantasy league this season. Was a little disappointed about that, truly. Let me see if I can find these emblems, possibly. I wonder if there's a way. Midas traction. All right, well, this is the first one. This is the first one I'll be giving away. And the second one, time dilation. The 7-year one. I'll be giving that one away. That one should be pretty nice. I actually think that one looks cool. If I guess I was into them, I would probably rock that, but I'm not really into them. Not really into emblems. They haven't really been my thing for a minute. So how many people in here that don't play Trials are going to give Trials a shot? I'm really curious. Like, is this enough? Is this enough for you to say, all right, I'm going to give it a shot? I mean, GL, I already know what you're going to say. Don't you dare say anything. But if you don't do it, if you don't play it, are you playing it now? You think, is it enough for you to say, hey, I'm willing to jump in and give it a go, give it a shot? Let me know. Let me know. Whether it's the comments or you're watching later, please give me any sort of word. Like, do you think it's enough for you to kind of give it a go? Panthers will be 0-6 before the bye week. Yeesh. Donkey, good to hear. Hand Sitting says, I'm going to try, but we'll see how long it lasts. That same feeling. We'll see how long it lasts, what's going to be like. I'm saying same thing. Yeah. Dave, Voles, for sure. I'll give Freelance a shot. I'm curious about Freelance too. I'll definitely do a stream on Freelance just to see how it is. I personally, Alpha Raven says he's giving it a shot. Personally, I think that's going to be the hardest playlist. I think you're going to see the really good players, the content creators, they're going to make streams like solo flawless on Freelance, and like that might be the really hard thing to do. It's enough for the small sampling of players I know. Almost all of them will be playing now, and to continue even if they lose. I 100% bet that fact. And hopefully that speaks volumes for a lot of other people as well. Haven't really dedicated any serious amount of time to Trials since D1, but I'm excited to give it a run. Toasty Buns, as a person who plays it, I'm excited to see these people, and like yourself, Proto, and everyone else mentioning right now they're going to try it, that you guys feel it's comfortable now to be like, man, I think they might definitely get something working here in terms of bringing a little bit more of a non-pressured situation 1 through 7. I still want that pressure factor a little bit. Game 7, like everyone wants to be able to earn it at that end. If you're earning it 1 through 6, you're more than happy to be like, oh, thank God they left, or we didn't match anybody plenty of times. Gilly says, as soon as I saw the changes, I was down to go week to week. The biggest barrier for me was getting a team. The solo queue has me sold, and the loot reworks has me very excited. Yes, at the very least with the solo playlist, you are going to be rewarded for your time. And this is just my in my opinion hunch. I still think that going flawless in that playlist might be the most difficult. I could be wrong, but at the very least, and this is a big least, you're going to be getting items. You're going to be accumulating whatever it is, experience, the reputation, to gain more stuff, target farm for your time. You know, you're not, and then at the same time be at least given something that you didn't mean to get it. We're almost to the emblem. I want to give it just enough time to get a few people. Exclamation point Wolvie, WOLVIE in chat will get you entered for the 2 emblems I'm going to give away. Don't use them. Don't really care for them. Just going to give it. All right. I'll go ahead and get ready to pull here in the next minute. 30 just went live, and I want to be able to give him a nice send off. I'm going to have him up while I'm watching the game as well. Again, last warning. I'm going to give it 1 more minute here. 1 more minute. I'm going to go through the names to let you know you're still in the raffle. Abe, Alpha Raven, GL, Bashin Easy is GL, Dave, Donkey, Gilly, Hand Sittin', Rain, Hellish Smoker, Human Type Person, I'm Having Chest Pain, Black, It's the Shaw, Nighthawk, Proto, Ready Player One, Ronaldo, Sean, Something Stubby, and Volez. You guys are all entered. If you still want to be entered, exclamation point Wolvie in chat. It gets the solo pool in the playlist. It's going to make trials way less sweaty, and that means it's more accessible too. All you really got to do is play, win or lose, and I love that. And I'm telling you, and Gilly, if it goes play for play as you just said, I'm bringing back halftime on Saturdays, so I'm going to be able to talk about what we did before and everything else. Everyone ready? All right. Here's the first poll. This one's going to be for the Midas. I'm going to do the 7-year one next. This is going to be for the Midas. Here we go. First winner is Nighthawk. Nighthawk. You got the first one. All right, the next one. The next one will be for the 7-year one. I'm pretty sure that was probably the one that people wanted the most. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everyone. Congrats, Nighthawk. The winners, I'm going to figure out a way to give it to you. I got a screenshot for it. So, you know, simple as an email, simple as a message on Xbox, Steam, whatever the case may be. All right. Going to re-roll it. Sean, my boy Sean. You won the 7-year one, Sean. Nightbutt rigged it. GG guys, GG's. Again, if you're friends with me on Xbox, hit me up on Xbox. If you're friends with me, want to hit me up on Steam, Wolverine_VZ on Steam. You need to give me an email, whatever you need. I got these screenshots for you. I'll send them to you. Discord works as well. Just give me something to send you the screenshot, and it's for you guys. I'm going to be doing this a lot more often, so be on the lookout. I'll let you guys know, like I did in the thumbnail, emblem giveaway, something like that. So I really appreciate y'all hanging out. Krebsy, do you want to give me a link for 30? I'm going to have 30 up. Going to watch some football. It's been a while since we got to see some regular season football, so really excited about that. Good luck if you're playing fantasy. Good luck in that. Good luck for your team, except for Dave. Good luck to everybody but Dave. and I hope you have a great football season. More importantly, be live tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get a thumbnail kind of put together, because I kind of like to wait to see what the map is and then I make a thumbnail. But be on the lookout, because I'm gonna be starting bright and early, getting right into trials and right into this new season, kind of give you guys a first look on what it's gonna be like if you're at work or if you're just chilling and you want to wait and see a little bit. So give 30 a little bit of love on the way out as well. Really I really appreciate y'all very much for being here. Again, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, let you know, and hit the notifications, let you know when I do go live. Also hit the like button on the way out, and we'll see you tomorrow bright and early. For me at least, it will be 10 a.m. and we're gonna be hopefully getting that seal taken care of first thing in the morning. So again, everybody, take it easy, and as always, Guardians, stay flawless.